Hey, what's going on, y'all? Look, let me take a sip of this water real quick. So I was talking earlier, and it was one. Let me give you a couple thoughts. Dan Quinn is failing us. A lot of a big part of the reason on why things is looking the way that they are is Dan Quinn's fault. Everything that you could ask for Mike McCarthy to do, he's adjusting and making a proper adjustment to do that. And Dak Prescott is benefiting from that. But we can only do so much. Sometimes the players got to take responsibility and make the effort to change things. But the defense, what has Dan Quinn do to make adjustments on his defense? Absolutely nothing. He does the same thing over and over again. And he's stunting the growth of players. He's not playing certain players that need to be played. And I don't know, he just loved this need for speed, identity, and it's killing us. It's killing us, and it's going to kill you in the long run. It's not good. Also, he don't get off the hook because he has had a couple years to bring in people that can fit the identity of what he wants his defense to look like. So trust and believe Dan Quinn wants his defense to look like the way that it's looking. He wants his defense to look, I don't know if he's promised a head coaching job after this, so he's making Mike McCarthy trying to make him fail so he can get the head coaching job, and all of a sudden he going to make a Seattle. I don't know. That's a possibility. But Dan Quinn is letting us down. He's letting us down. He's not doing anything. He's not coaching. You telling me. So let's be candid here. If Dan Quinn was really doing some coaching, the way that your linebackers would play, he would have been either got rid of them, replaced them, or something. He allows that to happen week after week and tries to make excuses for it in his press conference. He keeps bringing back players that he was a big reason why Wilson is signed. So you went to spend money on a player that can't cover when a whole lot of box safeties can come for the cheap 99 and younger and do some of the things that he do, but you pay for that? What are you getting from Curse and Wilson and Hooker? Nothing. You're getting absolutely nothing. You're not getting nothing in the pass game. You're not getting nothing in the run game. You're not getting nothing. If he was really coaching, our run defense wouldn't be the way that it is. It may not be elite, but it'll definitely be a whole lot better. So it's like he has a whole bunch of liabilities out there to do nothing. And let's also keep it real. Will Mcclay, as much as we love Will Mcclay, and I guess you could say the job that Jerry and Steven has done in drafting, it sucks. And I'm going to tell you why it sucks. It sucks because we've been having some of these same issues for a few years and it hasn't been addressed. I don't think that them boys know how to really draft real linebackers, real deep tackles, the heart of your defense. I think the only thing that they know how to really do is, of course, get some linemen and get these pass rushers. And hopefully that you can find a Deron Bland later on. See, a lot of the things that fell to us, it fell to us. Like CD fell to us. Micah fell to us, right? Some of these players that we drafted fell to us. So who would we have drafted if a couple of these players didn't fall to us? I don't think that they know how to really build a team conducive around how a defense is supposed to be, which is big, strong, fast, and physical. And I think that's part of the reason why they reached on Mozzie Smith. Not saying that Mozzie Smith shouldn't be a Dallas Cowboy. I'm not saying that. But we're going to be candid and say that I think they took him because they're like, man, this might be the closest thing that we can get to some homegrown talent of developing and starting to develop that beef inside. This team for years have never had a nose guard. You know, we didn't have no nose guard for quite some time. And Jay Ratliff was even undersized, but he was a bad boy. We ain't had size since like Marcus Spears. I don't think this team really knows how to really build. Like our defense should be looking like that Baltimore Ravens defense. You see the physical that they bring, physicality that they bring, right? We don't got that. Will Mcclay has had time. See, we're hurting right now. We're hurting because we make draft picks like Kelvin Joseph. He's supposed to be starting right now. He was supposed to always be starting, whether on the opposite side of Diggs. It should be him, Diggs, and Bland. But it's not. You make moves like bringing Leighton Vander Esch back. Why? When that's not what this team needs. It needs a whole rebuild phase. If Dan Quinn was going coaching, he wouldn't allow Micah Parsons to do what he's been doing. He would hold him accountable, because if you can't coach your best player, then you can't coach nobody else. See what Greg Popovich did with them San Antonio Spurs? He coached Timmy Duncan. He coached TP, Tony Parker. He ain't coaching Micah. He let Micah do what all he could do when he think because he put him at linebacker. Bro, Micah wouldn't be at linebacker if we didn't have some of the injuries we had at middle linebacker. Dan Quinn is really failing his team. He's hurting us bad. The decisions that we have made in the draft, not making decisions in his past trade deadline, not making decisions he's scared. They scared to get another Roy Williams. They scared to get a Henry Melton. They're like, man, we don't really trust our eye. When in our reality, no matter what they say or do, in order to go to the way that they want to go, they have a level of physicality. You see the teams, look, it's not rocket science. You see the way the Cincinnati Bengals, they ain't just a big name defense, but they a blue collar defense. Bro, their best pass rusher, and only really pass rusher, is Hendrickson. But you know what they do? They do their job, and they're disciplined, and they're physical. That's why they can whoop on the Niners, and we can't. That's why they can beat the Buffalo Bills. And let's hope that we can. You need blue-collar, physical people on defense. It's still a bring your pain type of thing, and we ain't bringing no pain. We going side to side like Ariana Grande. Instead of being able to attack somebody head on. You see, if we had that big physical defense, we wouldn't have lost against the Eagles, I promise you. 23 points would have been enough. You wasted performances from Dak. You wasted performances from Ferguson and CD. You wasted a performance from Tyron Smith. You're wasting DeMarcus Lawrence good years. He's done for. You wasted him. You're wasting all these players to be mediocre time and time after again. When is enough enough? Moral victories, I don't feel good. This team is we're supposed to be talking championships. Championships, not I feel good about a loss. How does a loss feel good? It don't feel good. It feels bad. There ain't nothing that you should be encouraged about. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I know what I see. There ain't nothing to be encouraged about. Not even Dak. Even with Dak been lighting up the Philadelphia Eagles. That ain't nothing new. So, of course, Dak Prescott was going to come with some confidence against the Philadelphia, because he knew he been lighting their ass up. So that's nothing new under the sun. So y'all remember that. We have missed on some draft picks, and we have paid some people that should not have been paid. TP $10 million. And he coming off an injury, and they said that he don't have a step. So you put $10 million, one of the leading running backs getting paid $10 million, when you got other running backs not even want to get, they didn't even want to pay them $10 million, but you pay TP to do this? He can't even run between the tackles, but you want to pay him $10 million? How dumb? How dumb? You pay Gallup $12, $13 million to be a fifth wide receiver? How dumb? How dumb? So before we go ahead and praise Will Mcclay, I want you to take a step back and look at your team right now, because this is the fruits of Will Mcclay's labor, and it ain't good enough. That's all I'm gonna tell you. We gotta keep it real. He may have had some good hits, but the misses that we had hurts. The misses is why we here. Trying to figure out, is this gonna be the year, or do we gotta have a hope for next year? But anywho, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and share this content. We gone.